Welcome to my channel, Stitching is Elementary. My name is Carol Lee, and this is my 2026 WIP Parade Part 3. And if you are actually clicking to watch this, I don't know, aren't you tired of me by now? If you've watched 1 and 2, they're both like an hour and a half long, and this one will probably be at least that. Oh, if anything is going to make me think about my WIPs this year and getting them done, it's going to be doing this WIP parade because it's really kind of sort of embarrassing. But it's all documented, so now next year I can come back and show all these things I got done. So I hope you're doing well. Today is Sunday, January 4th at about 11 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so I said I was going to try the salted caramel, so I'm trying that for the first time now. It's good. It's super sweet. So I looked at the ingredients to say, oh, is there sugar in this one? No sugar, 32 grams of protein. And like, I don't like any healthy kind of foods. I just don't. So I'm shocked that I like this. All right, I'm gonna tell you what's in it. Water, protein blend, it's the pea protein, organic pumpkin seed protein, organic flaxseed oil, 2% or less of the following soluble fiber, sunflower and or safflower oil, sunflower lecithin, natural flavor, monk fruit extract, Himalayan pink sea salt, green blends with spinach, kale, and broccoli. This gum blend, and which I wish it didn't have that in there. I think that's something that thickens it, which they say that can bother IBS a little bit, which sometimes I wonder if I have. But it doesn't seem to bother me, so that's good. It's 100% plant-based, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 100% vegan, gluten-free. How does it taste at all good to me? I am shocked. So if you need some protein, and I feel so good when I drink these every day. I'll drink a couple usually. I still think I like the mocha one better because this one's almost too sweet, but it's really good if I don't want the caffeine. So there's my little infomercial. OWIM protein drinks. Love them. Don't tell me they're bad for me, please. I keep looking it up because it seems like everything I like, I always find one ingredient that's bad. I can't find any. I think it's okay. So, yeah. I know they make me feel good. All right. So, I guess that's all I have. Let's get started. Okay, Christmas WIPs. This is in absolutely no particular order. Oh, look, I got a ring on this one. This must be a new one. So this is Holly Jolly 9 Patch. Okay, so this is the one I'm changing the colors up for. This is Holly Jolly 9 Patch by Holly Jolly 9 Patch by White House Stitchery. Now, they are still White House Stitchery at Etsy, like if you type that in, because you can't really change your address, I don't think, in Etsy. I don't know, like your actual web address. But then you can, in your header, put a different name, and I think it's White Cottage Stitches now or something like that. She's a lot of really cute patterns. So it was all in like really vintagey reds and greens. I changed the reds to blues to go in my living room, and I'm decided I'm just going to do these 3. So you can buy 3 different files that have 3 each and make like a 9 patch. But I'm just going to do these 3, I think, in little frames for now. So I'm doing this on, I think it's 28 count vintage country mocha. It looks really big. And here are my colors I picked. So these 2 are called for. I replaced the reds with these guys. So it's just all kinds of teals, blues, and greeny blues, and white. And here's the one I got done. I think it looks really pretty. I really like it. Excuse my puffy hair. I just blow dried my hair and it's like a little puffy on top. But yeah, so I think that's cute. So that's going to be cute in a frame, and I think I'll put it in my dining room at Christmas time. Okay. Oh, I have another tag on here. I did with my Christmas. This is Merry Christmas by Magic of Christmas by Tiny Modernist. This is one I was working on a bunch. I am doing it with mostly called for. I changed, there were like some orangey colors in it instead of pinks, and I changed them to pinks. And I've got because this is new, I've got my floss bags, but they always get turned around on me, so I'm going to fix them so I can show you how pretty. maybe. So here's the pinks that I substituted for the pink and the red. Actually, I changed the red. So there were two orangey colors, like a light orange and a medium orange, I'd say. And then there was a more red, so I changed it to these. And if you ever want to know the exact ones, just message me on Instagram or ask me in the comments, and I will let you know. Okay. Oops, this one's open. No, 906, stay there. So here are all the flosses, really pretty colors. We should not hear any workmen today. It's Sunday, so I don't think they're going to be here. They got the roof started yesterday, though, so that's exciting. Okay, so here is my progress. Oh, I left my clips downstairs. Darn it, I was going to be like, oh, look, I have clips. So I left them downstairs. Okay, and also I think my camera needs repositioned, but there it is. I made a good bit of progress. I'm happy with that. That is, oh, I forgot, whoops. I have this on my markup XP, so I can tell you how much I have done. You know what, let me just grab some clips out of here real quick. Quilting light clips. I don't know if they're wide enough to go over this foam core board though. I was going to bring up binder clips, but I forgot again. They're even sitting right there by my table. Well, this might work. It's not going to be easy, but I think it'll work. Okay, there we go. All right, so for this one, I'm also going to move this over a little bit. Okay. There we go. That's better. This one is 34.22% done. I've done 1,870 stitches and I have 3,595 to go. So I think he's really cute. And this is a 32 count fabric I dyed with RIP dye. Yeah, so he's cute. Oh, looks like I got a little bit of coffee on there. Hopefully that's gonna be cut off. I think it will be. And then I'm gonna do, she released another one this year, Jingle something. I'm gonna do on the same piece of fabric. Okay, what's next? Oh, I have 19 Christmas whips. Forgot to show you that. Oh, okay. This I might actually put in my winter category. I put this in Christmas, but I'm thinking about putting it in winter. So this is my Glitter Village start. Yeah, I started on Glitter House number 1. And I'm using all the called for. The linen is actually 32 count raw silver linen. Mine is 32 count raw iridescent, but basically the same. And all the called for floss. It is still not on ring. Oh, that's right. And this is the one I was doing. I got some glittery thread to do the snow in. Parts of the snow at least. And I think Fat Quarter Shop still has this thread pack available. I'm pretty sure. So it's all these pretty classic colorworks. And then for the snow, I'm using Weeks Dye Works 2-strand Snowflake floss. It has a little bit of pink and blue in it. So yeah, I'm using that for the snow. Well, I lied. The snow along the top. So I'm using 3 different whites, I'm thinking. I'm going to use the border along the top there. I'm going to use the Snowflake. Any like snowmen, I'm going to use maybe some glitter, or I might use the Snowflake and the glitter. I don't know. And then for the whites around the houses, I'm just using the regular white. So I just have a teeny start on this. It was my first day winter start since my Joan Elliott fabric wasn't here yet. All right, this is going to go in a ponytail soon because it's driving me nuts. All right, just got the rooftop done. And oh, got the scallop on the top and part I started the roof. Okay. See if I can clip it. You know, I have giant clips like this somewhere, just like a few of them. That would be perfect for this because these are, they work, but they're a little tight. And I think they will eventually break if I keep using them for this. But there's my little bit of a start. If you can see how that white has some pink and blue in it, I don't know, but it's cute. So, but that one I'm thinking of putting in with my winter WIPs, because to me it's more wintry. I'm going to work on it during the winter, so I think I might switch that into a blue bag. So let's put that over here. Okay. All right, yeah, it's going in a ponytail. It's driving me nuts. So I go back to school tomorrow. Sad. I mean, I like my job a lot. It's just nice being off and being able to do whatever I want. Okay. Okay, this one I'm still plugging away at. I don't really ever want to stitch on it, but it's Old Fashioned by Shannon Christine. I don't know why. I'm just not into it right now. But I do want it done. So it's all in DMC, as Shannon Christine usually is, and I'm just working on the whites. I do not have the flosses organized. They're all called for so far, except for these blues. When she came out with it, I think this was, well, yeah, it's this color. It's the color I showed you, like this aqua. But she also on her Facebook page put a whole bunch of different color choices. She did purples, she did pink, she did reds, she did blues. So yeah. So I'm just working on the white. So yeah. This is 32 count charcoal Lugana, I think. I think it's Lugana, not linen. This one is from this Home for the Holidays book by Blackbird, and it is the sampler. It is, where is it? Christmas Garden, and I'm doing it with Vicki Clayton Silks, and the red in this is just a little duller red, so I just changed the red to a different Vicki Clayton Silk to brighten it up a little bit, and I really want to do that one someday. I love that cardinal. I see people on Instagram doing that often. I worked on this a teeny bit this year. Just one day, I think, whenever it got spun. Here are the silks. And here we go. So this year I finished this flower, and I did, I think, this guy, and that's it. I finished this whole flower and did that guy. This is on 36 count something. I want to say, no, I don't think it is cream and sugar. It is light like that, but I don't know what it is. Do I have a bag? Oh yeah, I do. Yay. Thornfield, 36 count Thornfield by Needle and Flax. Sorry, my phone keeps dinging. So, yep, they're pretty. Of course, I'm not excited for Christmas right now because, you know, I just did all these, so I'm ready for them to go away for a while. Oh, this one, I haven't worked on this one in a while. What do I even have done on it? I was starting to make this for Greta because she loves the Nutcracker, which I'm sure you know by now if you've watched me. Wait, oh, here it is. So this is Satsuma Street Drosselmeyer. I would love to do all her ornaments. They're all so cute, but there's my progress. I don't know. I don't love stitching on the perforated paper. It's okay. I'm getting more used to it. But that little stocking I did for Greta, if you've watched some of my other videos, I did a stocking for my daughter, and it was a Dimensions little stocking ornament kit. And they did it on little plastic canvas, and I really like that. It's very sturdy. So I like that. Yep. Oh, This is the one I didn't get to work on at all this year because my wheel never spun it. And I pulled it down. I was going to work on them, but I don't know what happened. I never did. I love the fabric this is on. I love it. It's Merry Old Soul by Brenda Gervais. I am using... Okay, I have a card in here. I was going to put things on it, but I never did yet. So this is where I plan on putting like all the information. So that doesn't help. This looks like, okay, Gentle Arts and Weeks. And the Called For looks like Weeks and Classic Colorwork. So it must be similar to Called For. I think I brightened up the reds just a little bit to the reds that I like better. But yeah. And I'm doing it on this really cool piece of 36 count mint linen. I don't know who it's by because it just says mint, but I'm thinking it's Fiber on a Whim. Looks like them. Feels like Fiber on a Whim. And this is what I did last year. Did not work on it at all this year. But isn't he cute? I actually changed the red to a pretty bright red. It's Weeks Watermelon and Schoolhouse Red, but I really like them. So yeah. I do want to work on him sometime again. Some Santa Sunday I'll work on. So I'm going to talk about my plans, how I'm going to try to tackle all these WIPs at the end of this video. If I can still talk. I noticed by the last bin that I do, I'm always tired. Oh, I don't know if I even said I'm going to do Christmas and then every day and then winter, and then we'll talk about plans. Oh, there's a couple in here. Oh, okay. I know what this is. All right, so this is Jingle Bell Cafe by Stitching with the Housewives. I started it on, actually I decided I didn't want to do black. So I started it on like a tanny color. And then I was like, I don't know if I like that because it doesn't look like chalkboard. Oh, this is Fiber on a Whim Caramel Macchiato. That's me. I did start taking sticky notes and writing. I was organizing my fabrics yesterday and writing the name of the fabric, if it was like on a plastic bag, and stapling it to the linen and then getting rid of the plastic bags. So the plastic bags make it hard to store, I think. Yeah, so now I'll at least hopefully know what my linens are some of the time. Okay, but so I don't really love it on this fabric, but I've done so much that I can't decide what to do, so I'm kind of paralyzed. So here is what I have done. I think I'm using Called For colors. But like the bakery definitely needs to be filled in with something dark. So I could fill it in with black. That might make it look a lot better. But then the rest is not a chalkboard. So I don't know. So I pulled out, well, I had restarted again then on this wood shelf just a little bit. But I'm like, nah, I don't really want to do that. Because it's going to be in my kitchen. So I don't really want it in black. So I know I don't want that. So then I pulled out this cool teal fabric, which I don't know what it is. But I thought it'd be cool on that. Or I could do it on that blue spruce. But once again, I have so much time. So if I decide to change it, I'll fill this in with a dark color. So it looks like a chalkboard. And I'll just finish up what's here and that'll be that. And I'll make it into like a little pillow or something, or give it to somebody. Jingle Bell Cafe and Bakery. Yeah, what I could do is finish the Santa on bottom too and not do the gingerbread so that at least has a bottom finish. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's one of those ones I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I'm going to pretend it doesn't exist for a while. Oh, sorry, I didn't show my flosses. I'm doing bad today. Okay, there are my flosses. All right, this is from the Jingle Ball last year, Gingerbread House and Sewing Pocket by Stacey Nash. And I got the whole kit, and I got a start, but that's about it. A very small start you can hardly see at all. So you could order a kit with all the stuff to finish it as a sewing book, but I really don't know if I'm going to finish it as a sewing book because I don't really use sewing books. So I'm thinking I might just finish it as like a stuffed gingerbread house, and then someday get her other ones and finish those, and that'd be cute. So we'll see. It's like really prim colors. But can you see that? There you go. Teeny, 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 teeny start. So yeah. Not sure. Part of me also wants to change the colors. I mean, they're pretty, but they don't really go with my kitchen decor, so I don't know. And these, I don't think Stacey Nash, like most designers make them available. Like if they were exclusive to the Jingle Ball, usually the next year you can just buy them outright. I don't think she's doing that. My friend Michelle said she didn't think she was. And I noticed this year it was available at the Jingle Ball in her shop again, but I haven't seen it available anywhere else. So if you go to the Jingle Ball, you can probably get them next year, but I don't know that they're ever going to be totally released. I don't know. Okay, this one is Quilted Christmas. It's a PDF by Emily Call, but I do not have it in my markup XP. I don't think I do I? I didn't. I don't think I even worked on this one this year anyway, because I don't think I got called. No, I don't have it in there. And there's three. I think I finished the tree, maybe. Let me see. Yeah, I finished the tree, and that's it. And it's so cute. And it's on this giant piece of fabric. I really need to get back to it because I can probably do all of them right on the top there, so I can get this fabric back to use. This is 36 count Cocoa from Colorado Cross Stitcher. Thank you for the tags that you pin on. I love it. I think I can swap this one. All right, there it is. And it is, I think I did a color and cotton conversion. I don't think these are the call for, but it's similar looking to call for. So yeah, trimming the tree. So I have left to do, there's the snowman. I could do him now and then let it snow. Yeah, I could do those because technically, you know, I decorate with snowmen right now. It says, once there was a quilted snowman made with love. Oh, that's cute. And it's kind of, oh, I might keep this out. I might actually work on it for winter because that could be Valentine-y too. I like to have snowmen and Valentine and hearts because then I can keep it out till after Valentine's Day. All right, I think we're going to put that one aside, maybe put it in winter. All right, so this one I started with Mrs. Smith Stitches. She's from Canada. She just did a WIP parade. I still haven't finished watching it, but I'm about halfway through. And you're further than me. She's further than me. It's This Joyous Season by Plum Street. It's so pretty. I think she has all this done. I'm not sure. I can't remember the house, but she has way more done than I do. And it is all called for floss, DMC, and weeks. And I'm doing this, I think, on 36 count with the little white dots, you know, like 36 count raw with the little white dots. Because I thought it would be cute. It would look like snow. And I'm liking it. I just never work on it. So there we go. The words, and I started the flower. Yep. So my plan is to try to work on a little bit of Christmas throughout the year, a little bit of Halloween throughout the year, because those are the two I have the most in. And then the other things, when those seasons come, I'll work on them. Unless I just get in the mood. Okay, this one I tried to work on this year. I just did not feel like it. I don't know why. It's so pretty. I just was not in the mood. So this one I started a long time ago. I don't remember when, but it was a long, long time ago. And it is Gathering the Green Sampler by Stacey Dash. I love that yellow house. I love the pinks in it. It's got like yellows, pinks, greens. Here is the floss. It's all Weeks Dye Works. It's all called for floss. And all I have are the little border I started. That's it. When I got to this year, I had done this much, and I did that much. And I was like, I just don't want to work on this. I was in the mood for the really bright and colorful this year, so I think that's why this just didn't fit that category. I do tend to change a lot. I go through moods for certain things, and then I change, and I'm in the mood for something else, so I was just not in the mood for this one. Okay. I think this one's so pretty. Dasher and Dancer by Hobby House. We know I'm not. Did I ever tell you my finals? What happened with that? Okay. So I had ordered their holiday box. You notice you never saw it. And I ordered at the beginning of November, and it never came, and it never came, and it never came. And I emailed, and I emailed, and I called, and nobody ever answered anything. So I had bought it through ShopPay. So finally, in the middle of December, I put in a complaint like on ShopPay, and it literally shipped out that day. So apparently they look at those emails. But then it was like not, I thought, well, it looked like it might be here by Christmas, but then it came the day after Christmas, and I was like, I do not want this. It was really expensive, and I didn't even like what was in it that much. So through ShopPay, I put in for a return, and they took it back. Now I haven't got my refund yet, so we'll see. But so I'm kind of have a bad taste in my mouth for them. But I had started this in blue a long time ago, and then I decided I didn't want to do it in this blue. So then I started on the bottom a little bit with this DMC green. And I'm still like, I'm not so sure what I want to do. So this one probably will be put away until I someday feel like maybe working on it again. But I had a good bit done in the blue. This is Vicky Clayton Silk too. I mean, it's really pretty. I just think I wanted it a little more Christmassy. So then down at the bottom, I made a teeny restart in the green. And then I'm like, I don't know, do I want green? Do I want red? What do I want to do? I don't know. And then the whole thing happened with the box. And then I'm just like, we're not going to work on that one this year. We'll see how I feel next year about it. All right, we're getting through. Okay, these are my Erica Arndt 12 Days of Stitchy Ornaments. So I've done 2 whole sets of her Stitchy Ornaments, but this was just another year. I don't remember what year it was. And I just have 1 of these done. It's on a 14 count glittery Ada with the called, well, you know, I think I changed the colors up a little. So it's similar to called for, but I think mine are slightly brighter, unless her picture is just dull. I don't know. But yeah. And I don't even have the floss in here, so I hope I actually used her colors because I don't have the floss in here. Oh, I wrote my changes on here. Okay, good. Yay me. Oh, this was my Advent Stitch Along, and I stalled on it this year. I was going along really well. It was by Emily Pengelly of Blue Ridge Design. It was the Winter Wonderland Stitch Along. And I can't show you it though, because I don't just have a picture. Let me see if there was a picture on my thing. Let's see here. I'm just seeing if on my Markup XP, no, there's not a picture there either. Okay, well, just to show you what I've done. So basically it's this whole like garland at the top, and then there's a deer and a tree, and then there's going to be a little cottagey house, and then something else over on this side. So I stopped, I think, on part 2. Yeah, I think the deer and the tree were part 2 here. So I just did, and I don't know if I finished all of part, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. So here it is. And I changed the floss colors. I did a little bit of a floss conversion to just some color and cottons that I wanted it a little more pinky. Let's do that with the red. So I made them a little brighter. I brightened it up and made them a little pinkier. So yeah, it's really cute. I just need to get back to it. That was fun. You got a part every week. So yeah. Did you get lots of Christmas stitching done? Do you stitch ahead of time or do you stitch with the season? I know everybody's a little different in what they do. What's this one? Oh, okay. This one I stopped on too. Okay, so this I spun one time. This is an old one. It's a new start from this year, Christmas morning, but I've had it forever and I think it's so cute. It's by Imaginating. I got it on Everything Cross Stitch, I believe. And I decided I wanted to brighten the colors up a little bit because I had been working on I'll show you this one next, my Santa house by Satsuma Street. And it's like all these super bright colors and I love it. And I thought, ooh, wouldn't that be pretty to brighten that up a little bit? Probably someday I'll be like, why did I do that? But I mean, these are pretty too. And I also started it on blue fabric. So I just have a little start done because I thought about that and then I stopped because I thought, well, let me decide what I want to do, and then I never got back to it. So I just pretty much have the little words at the top that say Santa is sleeping. So there it is. So those little words. The flosses I have pulled. Now they're not, ooh, I have some bags in here. Oh, I need to take that out. I was looking for bags. There they are. I started putting in floss away bags, but it's not all done. So I'll just hold them up and show you. I think it'd be easy just to brighten these up just a tinge by using the Satsuma Street, kind of trading out some of them for those colors. These are really pretty though. So this is just generally, I mean, they are really pretty. I don't know. There's a pink. Yeah. So I need to decide that whenever that gets spun again. Yeah, they look nice on the blue too. I don't know, maybe just a teeny bit of brightening up would make me happier. And this is 36 count Ocean Air. I'm not sure who it's by. Doesn't say on here. At least my dog is quiet today. Yesterday when I was filming, she was pretty barky. Okay, so now we have Satsuma Street Holiday House. Let me see. I need to write all my stats down before my videos, but I just didn't feel like it. So I'll just look at my phone. So here's what it'll look like. So pretty. I'm doing this on an 18 count Ada, I think by Fiberlicious, is it? Oh, once again, I have the name downstairs. I have a giant piece of it, so it's still attached to that other piece. Yeah. Okay. So here is my progress. I'm just working on Santa's chimney. I think he's so cute, though. Look up really close. Look at his little nose. Oh, I just love the colors, and this is what I'm into right now. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, I know I've showed you before, but aren't they pretty? I love it. I love this whole little starburst thing. I think it's really pretty. And this fabric is gorgeous. It's 18 count Ada, so I don't know what I'm going to use it on ever. Like, it would have been great for a Mirabilia mermaid, but I think you have to have 32 count for that. So I don't know, I have to find some other kind of mermaid that could go on there because it doesn't have beads maybe or something, because it is so pretty. I ordered a yard because I thought it looked different online, and I thought I was going to use it for maybe my Hawk Run Halloween. Well, obviously that totally wouldn't work for that. And I got it. It looked completely different. Oh, okay. Sorry. My stats on that are I have 3.1% done, which is 733 stitches out of 24,373 stitches. Yeah. And it's so funny on here. It tells you like if you continue at that rate, so a rate of 183 stitches a day, I would get done by May 14th. So it's kind of funny how it tells you when. Okay. This one I was trying to work on, oops, every day, but I did not. I failed at that a little bit. So it is the jingles. I'm doing the tingles and the jingles. This is jingles, and I was working on ho ho ho. And I don't think I even finished him, did I? Oh yeah, no, I didn't. Nope. This is 28 count sparkly ale fabric. Iridescent, is that what they call it? Not sure. And here's my progress. So that one had got done a year before, and then this guy I worked on this year. I only had a little bit of him done at the beginning of this year, but I should have finished them. And then right up here, there's some more words. What does it say? Holiday. So I got the ho 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 done. I messed it up, so mine has that little grid on the end. I made all the H's one stitch too small. And this is just similar to called for colors. So I had gotten a big, I think maybe a half yard of this. So it's really neat because you need it long. And I'm going to do I did the kitted up, the tingles with the other half. I don't think I've started that one yet, but it's just kitted up. Oh, we're getting close. Two more, yay. Okay, see pretty blue fabric. Oh, this was a restart. So I started it last year at the Jingle Ball. It is the Christmas Swan by Brenda Gervais. And I just didn't like the fabric I was using. And now I'm realizing it was actually the fabric that I really didn't like. It was like stretchy. When I'd pull, it'd be stretchy because I tried starting another thing I'll show later on it. And it was, again, really stretchy. I threw the whole piece of fabric away. I just do not like it at all. I don't know what it was. But anyway, I restarted and then I decided I wanted to do it on blue because I think I'll put it in my dining room for Christmas. So far I've kept the same flosses, I think, as I had picked before. But as we stitch it on this blue, we'll see what I think. These do not look like the right flosses. I think these are the flosses for the Erica Arndt stitchy ornaments. They are. These are not that bright a color. All right, well, I have to find the flosses for these again. They were called for, luckily, so I can just pull them again. But I am doing it. I changed to, I'm doing it with this 2-strand Weeks Dye Works in whitewash. I really, in case you can't tell, love these 2 strands. I'm doing one of my black samplers in a 2-strand black too. It's nice. But I just got his little head done, redone. And this is 28 count fiber on a whim something. Maybe blueberry. I'm not sure. Yeah. Pretty color. This is like my favorite blue color. This and like an aqua teal. I love. Okay, and last but not least, I saved the best for last. Yes. So this is, and I did not get as much work as I would have liked, but I'm going to work on him sometime during the year. So Joan Elliott, my new favorite, Santa's Gifts. And I can blame the Hugo Stitcher for this because she showed this and I even copied the fabric she was doing it on. And I went down a rabbit hole looking at all Joan Elliott's then after that. And there's like, I want to stitch them all. I love them. So I just started working on this owl wing up here. And this is on 28 count. Picture This Plus Dwarf Lugana, Crystal Dwarf Lugana. Yeah. How pretty. Pretty, pretty. This one you have to, you know, be careful because it's, I don't know, seems like kind of intricate stitching. It's just not like you start here and go across in a row. There's like all these different colors in his wing of grays and whites, which I feel like you're not really seeing the grays very well, but you can see them better in real life. That sparkle sometimes throws me. Even stitching, it can be difficult sometimes. And I do not have the floss all neatened up, but it is all the called for DMC, and there's beads too. Some red and some gold beads. So I love that one. I can't wait to work on it more. And then there's another Joan Elliott, the one with the wolves that I showed. That was going to start on the first day of winter. I finally got my fabric and I like it. I think it's Picture This Plus Dusk. I'm going to stitch it on. So I'm just one of these days, I'm just going to start. Okay, and that is all my Christmas. So I'm going to put all this away and then I'll be back for my everyday stitches. Okay, I'm back. I took a little break. I ate lunch. I made some coffee. My new coffee mug. My son got me this for Christmas. Actually, it is rocket science because he's an aerospace engineer at Virgin Galactic. And he also got me, they had, if you didn't watch my Christmas video, I love Scottish tartans and that. And they had a Virgin Galactic Scottish tartan big shawl he got me. It's so gorgeous. It's like the gray, black, and purples. It's really pretty, their colors. So anyway, and the other side just says that we build spaceships, which is what they do, which is what he said he wanted to do when he was like 8 years old. He was always into building stuff. And my sister asked him, what do you want to do when you grow up? And he said, I want to build spaceships. So I think that's really cute. Okay, and I found these clips. These are, I got these at the Dollar Tree. They're like, if you're gonna, they're like little, they're in the craft section. I don't really know what they're for. I use them for hot gluing, like if I need something to hold, like little clamps. But they're really nice and they're pink. So look, that will work. Because I also brought up these, but these aren't big enough. These are the teeny ones. You need the next size up. So, and I looked for the giant clips in my quilt room like this, but I can't find them anywhere. So someday they'll show up. I don't know where they are. Okay, let's get on to every day. So every day, I still didn't put in the nude bin, but it's all pinks. Bags. And then close to it. How many every day is that's pretty full. 18. So actually Christmas, was Christmas 19? I guess it's not as much as Christmas, but close. Was Christmas 19? That seems like too many. Anyway, okay. All right, these I think I've kind of sorted. I don't know. I know this is one of my oldest, and I keep thinking about it, so I need to get it out and work on it. It is by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I can't show you. I don't have just a picture, but it's the Positivity Rules Sow. It's from a long time ago. Let's see if I can find a year. No, I can't find a year. My flosses are just a hot mess like this, but all really pretty bright colors. This is when I was still teaching as a homeroom teacher, and I thought I would put this in my classroom. Now I think I'll still put it in my office, but or maybe in my workout room. I don't know. I'm very close to being done, I think. Let's see. Yeah. So I can't show you, but and this is a piece of pink Aida that I dyed myself. But there is another word right there that says positive going down. And then there's smile, smile, laugh, adore, and fun. So yeah, it's so pretty and bright. And I love it on this pink. I found another one. Emma Condon, you know, has an Etsy shop, Citrovia. And I hear people talk about her all the time. And I see her stuff in magazines and that, but I've never gone to her Etsy store. Big mistake. So I have about 4 of her things in my cart right now. And one of them is this cute office one. That I thought would be cute. It's because behind my desk at school, you know, I'm in an office with 3 other ladies. We're all math specialists. And I have just a blank wall behind me. And every day I walk in and look at this blank wall, and I'm like, I need something on that wall. So I thought I could put some cross stitches there. So it's kind of big, but I think I'll put this one, and then I think I'm gonna stitch that one also. And then I have to find like a math one. And then there's one that says office, sweet office. So I thought that'd be cute too. So yeah. So there it is up close. I love the moon and the stars. Oh, last night was such a gorgeous full moon. I think they call it the wolf moon, which is cool. It was huge. Okay. So yeah, I'm excited to get back to that one and get it finished. This is what I'm into right now, which will change, but this is what I'm into right now. I have my new pretty green ones right here, so I'm going to put these in here as I finish up. Hazel's getting restless. She was in here and then she left. Okay, let's see what's next. All right, next is a series. Like I said, I need to make my thing series Saturday. And every Saturday work on series, but I don't know. Okay, so I started these a long time ago. I think I have March done, which I don't have any of them with me. And I think I have April and September started, and that's about it. I might have April done too, March and April. Or do I have February and April? Or February and March? Yeah, I think I have February done, but not fully finished. March is strangely fully finished and displayed. April, I think, is started. Let's see if it's in here. And I see here September started. So I really want to, because I want to do a bunch of their series, but I'm not starting another one until I get this done. Like the one from last year I'd like to do. So I'm going to pull this out and start this January and put it in with my winter stitching and try to do one a month. Gonna do it. Along with all these WIPs. I just pulled a whole bunch of flosses from all the different ones I've done so far. And yeah. So I'm doing it on this gingham, Weeks gingham. I think it's straw. But I did start April is purple. Pretty sure this is right. So there's April's teeny weeny start. And then I even have a bigger start on September. Right there. And I'm going to put these in, I got a white tobacco basket, you know, those ones you hang on the wall for, I think it was from Hobby Lobby. And there was something in, I don't know. But anyway, I am displaying them in the center of that. And I actually got the idea from Annie. Oh, what is her name? Annie B. Spoke Art, yeah. A long time ago when she just did, before she designed, I think, and when she did floss tubes just on her own, she said she did displayed hers in a tobacco basket, and I really like the idea, so I found the white one, and that's what I'm doing. So I have March done, it's displayed, and I don't have any of the rest of them done, so I really want to get these done. Oh, this one will be done soon. I started this before the holidays hit this year, and then I just put it away for the holidays, but I'm almost done with the first one. So this, and I don't know the fabric because it was just a scrap because this is so little. It's super wrinkled still. So all the heart and hand bird ones I would like to do. So the cuckoo bird sampler, and I have the hummingbird sampler. Now, oh, I don't remember her name, but somebody sent me a bunch of stuff for my kids' cross stitch club, a bunch of Ada, I believe, in that, and she put in one of these and another one too, I think the bluebird one. So I didn't have the one she put in, but I did have this one, so we'll use this as a giveaway at some point. But I would like to stitch all these for the shelves in my family room. So I'm changing the colors to like blues. And so this is a tealy blue. Yeah, I think this is the other one she gave me, which I need and I love. And I think there's a red one too. I don't know if the red one's set. I may keep the red one red, especially if it's a cardinal. This is Weeks Kentucky Bluegrass. So I think that's so pretty. And you can see I'm really close to being done. So this will be done soon and be a finish. So I just have to do, what do I have to do? The cuckoo and the leaves and the branch. Yeah, that could get done in an hour or two. Okay. Okay, I'm excited. Can you tell I'm more excited about these than I was at Christmas? I start getting excited for Christmas in like October usually. towards the end of October and then into November. But other than that, I don't really want to stitch it. So, but that's Santa I am excited about, the Joan Elliott. I do want to do him more. Okay. But these I haven't looked at in quite a while. This one I still really like, but I just don't know. It's a lot of work. Is it worth the work? That's the question. So Quilty Barn, and I thought, because I like farm stuff in my kitchen, so I thought I would stitch it for my kitchen. Because I have like cows and chickens and stuff in there. I don't know. I just think farm animals. I would love to live near a farm so I could see the farm animals and like walk up to the fence and pet them and watch them. But I don't want to have to really take care of them. I was told my husband I want to move to England. I want to get a cute little cottage next to a big like sheep farm so that I can come out every day and see the sheep. But, you know, I don't have to take care of them because I don't think I'd be good at that. All right, so, I mean, I want this, but it's a lot of stitching the same barn over and over again. So I don't know. Let's see what I've done. I know I'm doing it on 40 count white because I wanted it to be a little smaller. All right, not much done. So if I change my mind, because I was thinking, I think maybe, am I right? I don't know. I was thinking maybe these are a little bigger barns, but actually they may not be. They may be the same size. But if they were, I could just do one barn. So I have to think about it. I do think all three are cute. I love a 9 patch. So I don't know. What if I did each barn a different color blue? And that would get me more excited about doing them, maybe. That's an idea. I kind of like that idea. Okay, so for right now, this is what I have. And I think I started in the top left. And there's a needle. Look at that. Bad knee. Needle stuck right in there. But there is my progress. I don't do that anymore. Now I take it out and I take it off and I just put on my needle thing and I just leave it like this. But I used to always leave the needle in. Trying to think where I could put that needle that I would not forget to take it down, but I'll just leave it there. Okay, so we'll have to see about Quilty Barn. I like that idea, doing all different blues. Make like a DMC, like kind of like I did for the Christmas one, the Jolly 9 patch, and do like teals, blues, greens. And that would look cute in my kitchen. Okay. I don't know, I try to leave my hair down, but I don't feel like it looks good unless I curl it, and it bothers me. So sorry. I'll try to remember to cut this out. I did some editing while I was eating lunch too, so I got the first part edited. So that's good, because that takes a bit of time. Okay. All right, this one, my daughter asked me to stitch Greta again, stitched for her ages ago, and I started it, and I'm really bad at stitching for other people. I guess that's not very nice, which we'll address at the end, because I'm going to have a special day for that, which I kind of already talked about. But so we were out on some trip somewhere, and we went to a cross-stitch store, and she loved these little Lizzie Kate houses, seasonal houses, and I thought, well, they'd be cute. I could stitch them for me too. So I started this one. It didn't get very far at all. Look, okay, just look at this mess. That's what's there. So I got some Victorian motto. I think I just pulled like what I had that was similar. They're a mess. So precious bamboo in here. What are these? Juniper, ivy, ooh, wood smoke, and some DMC. So this is on a piece of fiber on a whim, I can tell. And all I got was like a part of an outline. Oh, and there's a needle in this one too. Ooh, a nice big needle. I like bigger needles. I stitch almost everything on 24 needles, which I'm sure you're all like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I really like the bigger needles. Maybe my hands, I don't know. I don't know. They just feel better to me. Okay, I feel like I can hold them better. So yeah, this is pathetic. Poor Greta. This should have taken me very little time at all. Oh, sorry, I forgot my clamps. So yeah, I started the hill And I did the outline. I need to do that and get that done for her for this year, along with her wedding sampler for summer. That won't take me long at all once I actually do it. Okay. And maybe on the other half will make one for me. Excuse me. Okay, I joined this through Fat Quarter Shop. It's a club, a quarterly club, I think it is. So the Lori Holt Hometown Neighborhood, and I have this quilt kit to make too. And they're adorable. I really want to make them, but I was like, okay, they're about 8 by 10 finished on whatever the count fabric they had. Let me see. So yeah, on 25 count, they're 9 by 13. On 32 count, they're like 7 by 10 and a 3/4 by 7 by 11. So here's kind of what they look like. So I decided to do it over 1 on 25 count, which was when I started, it was the first one I done because I thought, oh, I have all these little houses, which I still really like that idea. But now that I've done more over 1, I think this will be easier. So I only have a little bit done because I don't think I was totally enjoying it. This is a 25 count Lugana. This might be Farmhouse. It's got a pinky hue to it. And I'm using all the called for, you know, DMC. So here is my little bit of product. Oh wait, is that the right going right here? What is that? Oh yeah, so see the teacup? I started on the top left and I did these little doodads and this is the top of the teacup. So yeah, I think I'm gonna like that. And then it'll be really small. Okay, oh, this is a Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter, and this room is kind of all in Harry Potter. And if you could see behind me, I have a giant art print of Hedwig, like similar to this. I mean, it's more artistic looking. It's really cool. It's not like Harry Potter, but they've taken a real owl and put him on a pile of old like sweaters, and the background's gray. It's kind of really cool. Anyhow, so I love Harry Potter. So this is called Long Awaited Letter by Maria Bravko. I think that might be Cute Patterns by Maria. And I got this idea from Julie, Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World. Long ago, when her first videos I watched, she, excuse me, did a stand-up of this, I think for like a swap of some sort, and it was so cute. And I want to copy her exactly. I want to do a stand-up. I'm not sure if I can pull that off, but I loved what she did. So cute. I love that one. So, I mean, it is like full coverage, kind of like the whole bird, you know, it's filled in. So, I dyed this piece of fabric too. It's very grungy, but I think it's going to look cool. I'm going to have my little, like, what's it say? Stitch and Flick. It's from the baby. Needle minder and all of this. Oh no, they are in a ring. Yay. Well, some of them are in a ring, not all of them. It's all DMC. And it's like very confetti-ish stitching so that you get the detail. That's really cool. I have to remember who to link below. I keep done with my video and I'm like, who did I mention? I can't remember. I'm gonna start making, I'm gonna make post-it notes, but right now I'm gonna make notes on my phone because I don't want to forget. So, and who else did I mention earlier? I feel like there's somebody else. See, this is what happens, I forget. Okay, look how cool that is. Oh, I just love it. I usually do a Harry Potter marathon and stitch on this. And here are just all the DMC on there. I really love that. What an effect just doing all that confetti stitching has done. It just made him come to life. So, yeah, he's cute. Hoping it'll give me a screen grab. Okay. Very cute. Sorry if the crumpling bothers you at all. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. I always hear people say, sorry for the zipper sound. I don't mind that. I hope you don't. But I want to put it all back so I can put it in my bin here. Okay, this one I've been working on for a while. Keep It Over the Pins by Brenda Gervais. I have quite a few done. Now let me see, are they all in here or have I think I've taken them out to finish. So the one I'm working on, and I did a similar to called for conversion. I'm sure you all know about these little scissors. I get these for my kids for Cross Stitch Club, but I also like to have a bunch just to put in bags. It's nice to have to travel with me, even on an airplane and stuff. They're good. I mean, they won't take them from you, but even just like when I'm going to take my stitching anywhere, I have a bunch and I just throw them in bags. I would love to have one in every bag, but so you can get a whole, you buy these at like Quilt Shops and that, but you can get a whole box off of Amazon of like 30 of them, I think, for like 18 bucks. So just thought I'd tell you that. Okay. I think the ones I actually have done are behind me in a bin, but I'm not gonna get them out right now. But I am working on, which one am I working on? Oh, this little one with the bird in the front. Yeah. Because I have done, let me see, I think I was going in order. Oh no, the bird is first, so I was not going in order. Are we sure it's the bird? Or maybe, no, I think I have the bird done. Let me look. Yeah, no, this is, okay. So I have, I'm going to show you the chart. Okay, well, it doesn't have just a picture of the bird one. So I have the bird one done. I have this one done. I have this one done. And I am working, figures, I am working on this little lady. They only have a little picture. That's what this one I'm going to show you is. And then I only have one more to do. Yeah, and then I just have this one to do. I'm going to put them all in a little basket together. So I just have a little bit done on this one. And my red's almost gone. I'm going to need some more red. I am using Weeks Dye Works Turkish red for the tomatoes. I really like that. So there's my little bit of progress on that one. But these go really pretty quick. They don't take that long. And I have a bunch of sewing stuff done actually. I have so much finishing. Sometime I have to have a like finishing parade video because I have so much that needs finished that's fully stitched but not finished. Okay. Oh, this one I started ages ago and I love it. I just don't ever feel like stitching it, but I need to make myself get back to it because I really want it done. Hawk Run Hollow, Map of Hawk Run. I love this hawk. And it reminds me of here because we have so many, I always say I live in the woods. We have so many, is it red-shouldered hawks, I think, around here? I think so. So many, excuse me. And sometimes they're sitting on my mailbox. It's so cute. So they're cool. Yeah, so I want to get to it. And I don't think I have very much done. I made a paper copy so that I could highlight because this is also really detailed. I don't know if they might have PDFs now. I kind of doubt it. And I'm pretty sure all the called for because I was not brave enough to try to, I don't really want to change anything in there anyway, but when I first started, I started this a long, long time ago. So it's all these earthy color flosses. And I think I just have the beginnings of the outline of the bird. Yeah, not very much at all. Jeez, Carolee, come on. It's so little that I can't even tell. Okay, yeah, top left. And I don't know what this fabric is. This was probably a good 5 years ago I started this. Because I said, I looked up on my Instagram and I was right. I did start stitching in October of 2019. Fat Quarter Shop did this little pillow, and if you go all the way back on my Instagram, you can see it out. I forgot the name of it. It was like a patchwork Halloween pillow, and that's what got me to want to start. And my Instagram posts back then were so weird. like on that one, I don't think I even put a period at the end. I just wrote something like, started a Halloween cross stitch or something. I don't know. It's really weird. And then in November, I started Little Christmas, the Christmas House Trio from what was the name of it? Winding Hill? Anyway. And I wrote, this is my first cross stitch. No, it's not. I started the Halloween one 2 months before. I don't know what my problem was. Yeah, so anyway, don't go read those. But this one was way back when as well. And that's my pathetic little start. You wouldn't even know what that was if you didn't have the chart in there with it. Yeah, I need to go back to that. But like I said, these are all on wheels now. On my Tiny Decision app, I have a wheel for each of these bins. So there's an Everyday Stitches wheel, and I'm just going to spin it whenever I need something to stitch on. And I have a whole stitching rotation I'm going to talk about here at the end. I should probably maybe do a separate video for that. So it's, yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's going to want to watch all these videos. But, okay. Okay. This one, I started watching this show, and so I started stitching. I like to kind of watch stuff and stitch stuff that goes with it. So Barbara Anna, All Creatures Great and Small. Oh, I just thought this is the PDF. I could put this on my thing. Okay. Anyway, and then I stopped watching it, so I stopped stitching. And all I really got done was border. So I got to get back to watching it. That's a big border, though. This piece is big. Okay, I think I started in the... Did I start in the top left? Which way does it go? I'm going to... Okay, it's longer than it is high. So I think this is the top left. Let me... I keep thinking, I don't really need those clips, but I do need those clips. I stopped watching the show because it got to the point where it looked like he might be going to war, and it kind of made me sad. So I stopped watching it for a bit. All right, so that's, I think, the whole top border. Like I said, I like to do borders first. It's boring, but I heard Adelaide Stitches talk about the stitches you don't want to do but you have to do is like eating your vegetables. I am pretty good at eating my vegetables in real life and in stitching. I love vegetables, but I like getting all that done because then I feel like I can really enjoy like the other fun parts once all that is done. Okay, so Barbara Ann Designs, Creatures Great and Small. Now, I know that this, I got this from Creative Poppy. I think they're closed now. They were closing soon, so I don't know. I'm hoping Barbara Anna's going to have a place you can buy her stuff and that you can buy other places. Anyway, I'm using all the called for DMC. Also not in bags. I'm going to need to buy a case of bags. And this is on Vintage Country Mocha. Yeah. Well, here I wrote all the DMC on. I think I changed out a couple. But I didn't write that it's Vintage Country Mocha. Why did I do that? Who knows? I think this might have been during the summer, too, when I was filming. Had lots of time. Funny, I look in the back and I don't even know what some of these are. Oh, okay. So I belong to Teresa Kogut Patreon, and this started ages ago. The Hometown Sal. I'm sure it'll probably come out at market this year for everybody because it just finished up in her Patreon. And I really like it. But I did a Weeks Dye Works conversion. So that took a while. Look at all the colors. There's a lot of colors. And then, you know me, I start and then I don't do it again for ever and a day. So, and then I started it on brown because hers is on brown, but then I decided that I wanted it on what color? Blue. So I restarted it on blue. And you know, I don't have a lot done. So I'm going to start with part 1 and get it done. I do not know what this fabric is. And I do not have a tag. It's a pretty blue from somewhere. Look at what this is. This one's really cute. And then it says hometown at the bottom. I don't know that I'm going to put that on. I was thinking it'd be cool to put Marietta at the bottom since that's my hometown. But then I'm like, oh, it'd be cool if I could make some of the buildings, because we have a lot of really iconic buildings around here, if I could make them look like that. So there's what I have done. I think it's just part 1 into part 2, maybe. Might just be part 1. But yeah, here's all the pretty fat wrinkled fabric. I'm just gonna fill up this whole thing. But we have something here called the Big Chicken, which is a KFC, but it's like, I don't know why. They have a giant chicken, like, as part of the roof. I'll see if I can get a picture and put it up here. Actually, I could probably look it up here. But I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I could somehow turn one of them into the Big Chicken? Kentucky Fried Chicken, the Big Chicken in Marietta, Georgia. I love Kentucky Fried Chicken, by the way. Oh, here it is. So this is what it looks like. But it'd be so fun to make it like that. But I don't know how in the world I would do that. So anyway. But even by itself, I mean, I don't know if I didn't do any like adaptations to it, would I still put Marietta at the bottom? I mean, I guess I could. It's still my hometown. But if it would fit, to figure out. I'm ready for a nap. I'll really be ready for a nap tomorrow because I have been going to bed. This always happens to me. I go to bed at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. But I've been going to bed late and getting up a little later than normal. Like for school, I get up at like 5. And I've been getting up like 6. Even one day, no, 6:30. Okay, this one I started at the retreat I went to last May in Texas. A lot of us were doing this. It's Animal Cracker Series Lily. And I kitted her up there at, I forget the name of the quilt shop. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's the one in Texas where they have retreats all the time. It's like on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. Anyhow. So this is another blue. And I'm doing her in blue. I feel like I'm so redundant. Oh, and I do love, now I remember. So the pattern calls for like a beigey color here. I feel like, well, there it looks cream, but I feel like it was like a beigey cream color. And I was like, well, that doesn't look like a frog. That really, I don't know. I wanted a green. It was bothering me. But it had to be a lighter green. So I found the perfect green, I think. So I'm doing it in weeks. I think a lot of these are called for. Or maybe not. I switched the, well, okay, I'm just going to tell you the colors. So I made the blues, or blue jeans. I love blue jeans, and navy. So those are going to be the colors of her dress. And then the greens, I think I changed all of these up. I'm not even sure if weeks was the called for. Let me look. Yeah, it is. I just changed them. Okay, so in the green, I changed to moss. I think it was Garrison, because moss is just like one of my favorite greens. It's so variegated. So that's the outside of her. But then for her, this part right here, I don't know what you call that. I'm using broom tree. And I think it looks really good. And the rest, I think, are the called for. So here's mine. Isn't she cute? I love seeing everybody who's doing these like this. Some people are putting little pearl necklaces on them and just all different things, having her hold stuff. And so this is my first and only animal crackers I've done so far. I would like to do them all. They're cute. Oh, I do have this. This is Fiber on a Whim Stone. Okay. So it's really technically a gray, but it is a bluish gray. So just know that. It's stone, but it definitely has a blue-gray tint to it because that blue floss goes really nice with it. Like that's reading pretty accurate. Gray is such an interesting color because I think there is no gray that's like just gray. Like it's either blue gray, green gray, purpley gray, brown gray, you know, they all have an undertone of something. Which if you're going to paint your house gray or anywhere inside your house gray, you know that. Because when you go look at those grays, they're all so different depending on what color they're near. It's crazy. Okay, gosh, I have one more to do after this. Yeesh. I'm tired today. I don't know why. Oh, geez. This one, I keep trying to FFO this one, but I'm like, no. So this was heartfelt, and I have the quilt kit too, and I haven't done it by Fat Quarter Shop. And I like those colors, but I didn't want to do those colors. I wanted kind of like a rainbow, and I was going to make it into a pillow, which I'm still going to do because I really like these. I just need to, now with Valentine, ooh, this will be one of my pieces I work on in February, and hopefully I can get it done. So, you know, I've said before, my family room is gray. I'm doing this in a very pale gray 25 count. And I did a conversion to all these pretty bright colors. And I think with all my grays in there, it'll really pop and be a cute little pillow. So, yeah, I'm more excited about this now. See, it's fun to get these back out again. I should have made myself go through my WIPs like every month. And then maybe I wouldn't have started so many. Because I'd be like, oh, why do I do that? So there's my progress. I'm just kind of following the pattern, but changing the colors as I feel. I did assign them, but then that got kind of hard because I was just using so many other colors. So that'll be cute as a pillow. Oh, yeah, this one's cute. Okay. This is At Home with Jane Austen by the Sampler Girl. And I am loving the flosses I'm using for this. I haven't stitched on this one in ages either. I think she has an Etsy store. But I need to get back to it. I need to put on Pride and Prejudice. I'm getting in the mood to watch that again. The one with Keira Knightley. I love that one. My whole family loves that one. Like, even my husband and my son love that movie. Just so strange to me. It's just surprising. So this is really wrinkled. And I don't know why I didn't keep going on this. Say that about all of them, right? Ooh, but look at the pretty flosses. Pinks and purples and greens and a little bit of blue. Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. So, here's my very wrinkled progress. So pretty. What does it say? That same phrase, right? Yeah, there's nothing like staying at home for real comfort, Jane Austen. It's got the cute house and everything. Yep, I really like that one. That needs to, they all need to get done. I don't know, I really need to break into my everyday WIPs here in January, I think, because I'm feeling in the mood to work on them. But I do have a lot of snowmen I want to make. Oh, I gotta grab, you know, I'm gonna grab this right now and show you. Oh, because I forgot to put it in a bag because this one's huge. And okay, so this is the only one that's in a real bag because I'm gonna take it back downstairs. This is my, you know, Nature's Journey. So I started the spring, didn't finish it, and then fall came, and so I wanted to work on the fall, so I started this moth, didn't finish it because I thought I'd work my way down. So now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go do all the moths, and just like, I'll try to work on the winter in the winter, and work on spring, just work on them as I feel like, because now they're all out. I need to get the winter magazine. I have it on my Kindle, but you can't mark it off. I'm wondering if I could somehow take a picture of it and get it into, anyway, trying to figure out how to do it. So here's the summer one, and here's the fall one. And I just need the winner. And here are all the gorgeous DMC flosses. Apparently we're getting lots of text messages coming through. Pretty pretty. So I've been a bit of a failure with this one, but I'm going to keep going until it's done. I think the New Hampshire stitcher just finished this. I don't think she's done a video in ages. I know she has a new baby. But I can't wait till she does another video. All right, let me write down that I mentioned her. Because I loved her videos. But she posted on Instagram, so you could go see it there, that she finished this. And I was like, oh, I'm so jealous. So jealous. My dog, Hazel, was all curled up on the couch this morning and like tucked in the pillows. And so my husband covered her up with a blanket. And we took a picture and posted it to our family group chat. So I think now everybody's posting pet pictures. All right, here's my progress. And this is a 32 count fabric I dyed myself. And there, that's reading more true. It's like green with a little bit of a blue kind of modeling in it. I just think it goes with the floss really well. But Adelaide Stitches is doing this, and she's doing it on a darker green. And oh my gosh, I love it. Like it's a fabric that I wouldn't think, like if you'd show me the fabric, I'd be like, no. And it looks amazing on it. So it just shows you never know until you try the floss on it. So yeah. Yeah, hers is gorgeous. And this, I think, is a hydrangea, and I love hydrangeas, so that made me happy. So yeah, gotta find some time for that one. And she's barking again. Sorry, I stopped last time she was barking, but I have a feeling if I stop every time she's barking, this will never get done. No, somebody's out jogging. But if she was outside and not on a leash, I think she would completely ignore them. I think it's just when she's on a leash, for some reason, she barks more. And when she's stuck in the house. All right, this one I started ages ago for my son. And I don't know why. I don't know why I don't keep doing it. I have a lot of feelings about it. There were all kinds of half and quarter stitches, which now I know how to do better, but I think I was having trouble with that. So it's Rockets of Human Space Travel by So Flossy Flossy. And I think, if I'm remembering correctly, I don't know. I feel like I asked her to add the SpaceX one to it. I remember thinking, because this was at a time when my son was really into that. Or was it already there? I don't know why I feel like I asked her to add one. And now I'm thinking I wish we had the mothership from Eve, it's called, from Virgin Galactic on there. So now I'm like, do I want to just do these? I mean, still be cool, but I need to try to find a way to get that one charted. So it's got a distinct look. It's called Eve, and it's what takes their other ship up, and then it like drops it, and that ship gets in orbit. That's how it works. But it'd be cool to have Eve over here, or have a separate one for her. Yeah, this is the Falcon 9. I don't know. I might be wrong. I don't know why I'm thinking that. I just feel like I remember asking her to do the one that he was into. But would she have really done that? I don't know. This was so long ago. Okay, it's just some DMC. Here are my colors, just primary, colors and grays. And then 2 of the diamond sparkly ones too. So, and this is on, I think this is a Fabrics by Stephanie Dark Blue, but I don't remember the name of it. So there's my little bit, a little bit of work. I was just having a hard time with it, and so then I put it away. Yeah, and I don't think it looks great, but I gotta think about that one. Because sometimes ones that in my earlier stitching were hard, I go back to do now and I'm like, this is not hard. But, so I don't know if that might have been the case or not. Okay, 3 more. Okay. Oh, this one I started with, so I sent this to my friend Michelle, Stitching by the Moon, and Lisa, Little Annie Z, and we started it together, and I think they both have finished it. I know Lisa has. I don't know if Michelle has, but I feel like she has. And it's a little needle book and pillow. And am I done with it? No. No. Nowhere near. Okay. So here is what I have done. It's very wrinkled. I just pulled my own glosses that are similar to the called for glosses. Some blues, some green, some goldy yellows, and a white. And this ring is broken. Oh no, this is broken. Okay, the green is Woodland by Color and Cotton. So here's my progress. I've got the whole thing outlined. Oh god, those wrinkles are really bad. I'm so sorry. But if I had to iron all this, unless I had a little iron right here, I could iron it before I show you. This is not going to happen. So. And I don't know the fabric, but I do know it's 36 count. Yep. Oh, this one I really want to do. I think about this one often. So why, Carolee, do you not pull it out then? I don't know. This one is Cross Stitch Nation by Heartstring Samplery. I think Lori Holt had a stitch along for this ages and ages ago, and that's when I started it. But yeah, oh, I ate potato salad with onions for lunch, and I should not eat onions. Onions don't like me anymore. Okay, so I just have the top of the border done, and I did change the colors up a little bit to be brighter. And I have a needle in here. All the old ones I have needles in. There we go. Okay, and there is my progress. So just the border, and I started the letters. And there's the floss. So it's going to be pretty and fun whenever it's fun. Okay. And last but not least, Labor for Learning by Plum Street. I started this one August before I was going to start school. On a big piece of fabric. I do not need that big. This looks like has a needle in it. At the plain cream Zweigart, this looks like. And am I using called for? Yes, I'm using called for. I changed a couple, I think, just because I didn't have them. But very similar to called for. So, oh, really wrinkled. There we go. And there are the flosses. Yeah, super pretty. So see, all of these 122 whips, there's only about a couple that I'm going to put away and not work on. So that's not too bad. All right, that is all of my everyday WIP. So I'm going to stop, clean this all up, and we'll do winter next. Okay. on to winter WIPs, and then plans to finish WIPs for this year will be at the end. Okay. My first one, oh, okay, so see, I have a new one I want to start in there. My first one is by Max Pigeon. It's from his, do I have that here? Stitching in the Forest or something like that. I have the book. It's here somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it's the Cardinal. So here, I started this last winter. Lovely needles sticking there. Oh, that's got attached to thread. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So that would not take long to finish. This is on 32 count gray barn check, which you used to be able to buy at Hobby Lobby, but you can't anymore. But I think Fat Quarter Shop has it. And I'm just using the called for DMC. It's just a few colors. But when he's done, I would like to start Robin Pickens' Seasonal Courier. And I think she had one at the Jingle Ball that was a bigger one that matches this. And I'm pretty sure I got it too. Because I love the Cardinals and I love blue and I love green. So, I have it all kitted up. I just need to pick the fabric. I don't think this one would look great on this barn check, so I probably wouldn't do that. But we'll see what color. What color? I mean, it looks good on what it's on. So I might just do like that taupe Lugana I have. That would probably be good. Yeah, so. This is also by White House Stitchery. And I keep going back and forth on this one on whether I want to finish it or whether I want to FFO it. Or not FFO, UFO it. It's Cozy Winter Witches. It's really cute. I might just tweak the colors maybe a little. It would be really cute in my kitchen. Yeah, so that's what I keep thinking. Oh no, I should do it. This is on 25 count Lugana of some sort. Here are all the flosses. So it's all these blues and greens. I think it just looks a little pale in the picture. I'm sure in real life it'll probably look brighter. And I have, let's see, maybe a fourth of it at least outlined. So there's what I have done. Cute. I think the snowmen need little top hats. Maybe I'll give them little top hats. But it's very cute. Yeah, so that's that one. Okay, this one I really need to work on more. I was working in it. I'm still trying to on the 27th of every month because this was for my dad died a couple years ago, and so this was my in honor of him stitch Winter Rose Manor. Winter because we grew up in Erie and it was always wintry. He loved red, was his favorite color. He loved looking at houses. Like as a little kid, we would go around, and I love looking at houses. We go around looking at houses, and I always thought, oh, we're going to buy a new house. No, he was just looking. And cardinal is supposed to be the symbol of when someone's passed, and that they're there. So anyway, that's why I thought that would be good to do in memory of him. And it's so pretty. I did finally finish by working on the 27th of every month. I did finally finish the border. I can never remember where the top is. Oh, and I did start the bottom of the snow. Okay, good. Now I know where it is. That made it easier. This is on, I think, Winter's Brew, whatever the called for is. Yeah, I don't remember, but whatever the called for is. Let me get my clips. What are you stitching on? I'm assuming if you're watching all of these that you're stitching on something while you're watching these. So let me know in the comments what you're stitching on. So here is my progress. So that border is all done, and I started this little bit of snow at the bottom. So that is this down here. And I am using Vicki Clayton Silk Conversion. So like I said before, she will convert a lot of popular patterns. So like this tells you the conversion. But then the house was peachier, and I wanted pinker. So I am going to do the house in this Yummy Lane, I think. It's a very pale pink, so we're going to try it and see how I like it. But here are all the colors. So yeah, it's coming along. I just need to be a little more consistent. I'm working on every 27th on it. I obviously didn't this month. I don't think I have for a couple months because I've been doing so much holiday stitching. But okay, this one also is Lori Holt's fault. I started a long time ago when she did a conversion for this. I think it's the only prairie schooler I maybe started. And she did in a little brighter colors. So here are the DMC. See, pretty bright colors. And here's my progress. And I would love to do all of these monthly ones, but I have to say, this one, January Brings the Snow, makes your feet and fingers glow. I was trying to think of another thing to write because I don't understand how your feet and fingers glow. So if you understand that, explain it to me. But that's saying I don't understand. They might sting from being cold. They might freeze. But I know she wanted to rhyme with snow. So I'm not quite sure how they're glowing. But it's a super cute design. I like the snow day one too. I would like to do that one too. In the same colors. I love this little snowman little guy up here. Yeah, and there's a little fox in it. Oh, and the little dogs. Yeah, it's really cute. It's really cute. So this is on a gray. This might be a 25 count too, actually. Yeah. Yeah, might be. I mean, I got this done pretty quickly and then I just put it away. So I'm sure I could get it done. It wouldn't take too long. I love the little fox in the trees. So cute. What is this? Oh, okay. This is, oh, it's so cute. I have him on Markup XP, but actually I don't think I have marked anything on it, even though I have stitched. Did I mark anything? No, I need to actually mark it. But I think there's a picture. So this is Snowmen by Stitching with the Housewives, the word swap. That's what those are called. January word swap. I would like to do a bunch of these. I think they're super cute. So I have a teeny little start on him. I love Priscilla's snowman. Her snowy winter stitches are so cute. This, I think this is called for because I'm seeing all classic colorworks. So I think it is. And here we go. That's my teeny bit of progress. And this is on 28 count pale gray gingham. And there are all the flosses. So cute. I love snowmen. They're adorable. And we don't ever get to really make them here, but growing up I did. I don't know if I ever told you, I grew up in Erie, Pennsylvania. And we would get, it's right on the lake, you know, Lake Erie. We would get so much snow, lake effect snow. And not always for Christmas. You would think we would always have a white Christmas. No, we didn't. We often had rain for Christmas. But when it did snow, it would be like feet and feet and feet. Okay, this one, somebody on Instagram asked me to start this last year, so I started it with them, and I really don't remember who it was. I'm sorry. If it was you, let me know. But it is Snow Magical. Maybe it was even, I don't know. By Brenda Gervais. I have this piece to finish it on. And I changed the sweater to a darker blue, and I'm doing it on gray. So here is my floss. This is on 32 count mystery gray. by Color and Cotton. This was one of those in my club. And here is the floss I'm using. There we go. It's some Color and Cotton, some Gentle Art, and a DMC. And apparently I just started working on the sweater first, so I must have started in the middle. So there we go. Pretty gray fabric. Oh, I'll show it in my next regular floss tube update, but I opened my Color and Cotton fabric of the month that I can get in the color in 32 count. And the neutrals in 36 count. And oh, they're so pretty. I think I'm going to do just a regular floss tube and like my January plans next weekend. I thought about doing it end of here, but this is just going to be too long. So I'm going to quick just go over how I'm going to tackle these WIPs, and then we'll be done. And then next weekend I'll do January plans and all of that. And like my recap of my New Year's Eve stitching and that kind of stuff. Okay, oh, I really want this. Oh, this one is just something I want. Okay, hold on, we might be done. Oh, no, we're not done. Okay, but this is one I want to start, so I put it in here. It's for my my January monthly weigh-in. And I have this piece, and now my Christmas, I had to take it down because my, all I have is Christmas for it. I don't have anything else. So, I want to do that. I don't think I started it. Let me double check. Oh, no, I did. Never mind. And see, this one looks a little bigger than that other one. I still didn't check that tomato one to see if it's right, but I think it must not be. So I started the scale. You know, and it's called for floss. I think these monthly weigh-ins are so cute. But that scale is deceptively a lot of stitching. I was surprised. Okay, now I have Valentine's Day in here with winter. So, because to me, it's still in February, so then spring starts with March. So this is Baked with Love by New York Dreamer. I would love to do all of these. Wrap them around a rolling pin, I think would be cute. And I did my own color. Oh yeah, this goes with, hold on a second, this goes with this one. My own color conversion for this one. Okay, sorry. I had two sets of flosses in there, and I realized I have another. Yeah, this floss goes in here. Okay. Do not have much. I was going to work on this on the 14th of every month, but I did not. I did work on my Tiny Town Valentine's Day Village, like the Tiny Town Valentine's Day one, and I finished that, but then I didn't do any more after that. So here are just the flosses I pulled, just a little bit of everything. And I got one little jar stitched. One of those, that is it. So, that's all she wrote. But they have these for all different ones. They have them for fall, Christmas, I think. Yeah, I think 4th of July. Okay, this one I started last Valentine's Day. With this cool variegated floss I got off of Etsy. Okay, so the pattern is the Cupid Sampler by Cherry Hill Stitchery. It's just really cute. And I am doing it in variegated. Instead of doing all the red, it was just a red variegated. I'm doing it with a red with pink, and there's another needle. Red with pink in it, variegated. And it's not the DMC, or it's not the DMC variegated. It's a brand I ordered off of Etsy called Norgrove Enterprises. It's gonna fall apart. And they have a bunch of different variegated flosses. This one is called Crown of the Rooster. So I have two of them. Or is this? Yeah, this is two. I think I also have one called Strawberry Shortcake or something. But you can get them off of Etsy if you look on there. They have a bunch of blues I got also. And here is my teeny bit of progress. And I don't know what this fabric is. It's just a generic beige. But isn't that variegation pretty? I think that's really pretty. It almost looks all red from far away, but if you get up close, you see the pink. So yeah, I think the call for was, let's see. It calls for Turkish red, which would be really pretty. And you may substitute DMC 816 or your favorite red floss. 2/2 on 32 count. It was stitched on vintage smoky white, which I do like that. I don't know why I didn't do it on that, but did it on a beige. Oh, this is actually light mocha, Belfast light mocha. There is a sticker on it. Okay, and then we have monthly weigh in February, which I was really trying to get done last year so I could put it up, but I did not. But it's closer than January. Floss is everywhere. I finished a strand and don't put it back on, apparently. Okay. And I added, change the color a little bit to add some blues in here to go in my kitchen better. So there's that one. Yeah, hers is all just red and pink with a little bit of blue in it. But the scaling is all that scale is red, so I just changed the scale to blue, and I added that dark blue in a couple other places. Okay, that is it. Now I have a few in here that, if I feel like it, and I finish few, maybe I could have a new start for every 2 I finish. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just start. Let's talk winter. So I would like to start that and have that, get that done. I have a piece of 32 count charcoal got in there, ready to go. So that could be a new start this month. And oh, I got this one last year and I love it so much. It's Copper's Christmas, but to me it looks wintry, by Teresa Kogut. It was in, there's a bag maker I like on Etsy, and she had like a bag of the month, and this came in it, and they had extra, so I ordered it, and I just love this. It's so cute. So that one, and then, oh, and then I just put that Christmas one in that I might work on. They had the snowman, the quilted Christmas. So that's what else is in there. So that is all of my winter. So how am I gonna finish all of these WIPs? So I said my goal was to get under 100. Even with starting new things, I'm really hoping to get under 100. So what I'm going to do is use my wheel. So I have this Tiny Decisions app, which, you know, I've talked about before, which I saw from Adelaide Stitches. She uses it a good bit, and I'm so glad she turned me on to it because I just love it. And I have put, for every one of these WIP bins, I have put a box. I mean, I've put the whatever, okay. I've made a wheel for every one of these WIP bins. So there's the summer, fall, Halloween, winter, spring, everyday, reproduction samplers, Christmas WIPs, and New Year's 12 by 12 starts. So my plan is, I made up a little rotation, and I'll pop a picture up here too. But here's mine. But you can see I have Santa Sunday, so I'm going to pull out, do my Christmas WIP wheel and pull out a Christmas one to work on Sundays. I did My Choice Monday. I was going to do Mira Monday, but I don't want to just work on Mira's. I want to work on Joan Elliott's too, and maybe like some fantasy projects like dragons and that kind of stuff. Some of those lavender and lace, like all those kind of fancy ladies. There were a bunch I could have put for Friday. I could be Fancy Lady Friday. I could have put I don't know. There were a bunch I was thinking of. But so I'm going to do my choice Monday. That way I can do any of those that I want. And then Tarot Tuesday, because I couldn't think of anything for Tuesday. And when I was stitching on my tarot cards by Witchy Stitcher that I just started, I was like, oh, Tarot Tuesday. And then I thought Too Big Tuesday you could do too. And I could work on any of those really big ones. But I think I'm going to do Tarot Tuesday for a while just to get a good start on that and try to get that frame finished up. Or who knows, it's huge. But so it's going to be Tarot Tuesdays. I'm going to work on my Witchy Stitcher tarot piece. And then Wednesday is WIP Wheel Wednesday. So I'll spin one of these wheels on Wednesday. Probably my everydays, I'm thinking, is what I'll do, because reproduction samplers, I'm going to spin once a month and just work on one of those all month. And Halloween, okay, so Christmas I'll spin on Sundays. And the spring, the other seasons I'll probably spin in the season. So we'll see. But I'm thinking the everyday one is what I'll spin on Whip Wheel Wednesday. But then Thoughtful Thursday, and I got that idea from Adelaide Stitches also, and that's when you work on gifts. So I'm going to be working on Greta's sampler on Thursdays, her wedding sampler, so I can try to get that done. And then after that, like ornaments for people and just different stitches. And then I thought after that I could just work on Christmas ornaments even for me. So, and then Full Coverage Friday. Yes, I'm going to start a full coverage. We'll talk about that in a moment. I don't know if I'll like it. I may never do it again, or I may get addicted to it. We'll see. And then Saturday, I put Spooky Saturday. It could also be Series Saturday. So, but I'm going to spin my Halloween wheel on Saturday. So this is the plan. I will say right now, I don't normally stick to these plans well, but I am going to try. And I figure whatever I spin, I'm going to work on for like an hour to 2 hours that day, and then I could work on something else. But as long as I at least get an hour in on it that day. So I'm trying to make it not too, too stringent, because then a lot of times I don't want to do it. So yeah, so that's my plan. I have down here, I will have a wheel for each category of whips and spin every 2 weeks. So I was thinking I may do that, like the Whip Wheel Wednesday, whatever I spin, I'll work on it for 2 weeks and then I'll spin again. But we'll see how I feel about that. Yeah. So that's the plan. So we're going to do that. And then, can you tell I'm tired? And then in my book of days, to keep myself organized, like I think I already told you this, but each month I'm going to write all the starts for that month. And then all my whips are written back here. I can get to it. And so I'll just cross off those and write it in the month that I finish them, write that I finished them. So yeah, so we'll see if I can get to under 100. Think I can do it? I don't know. Because technically one of my, with my New Year's Eve 12 by 12, I'm at 134. So I have to get 35 whips done plus new, whatever I start new to, yeah, so we'll see. But I really want to get under 100. So I'm going to try not to start too much new stuff. Yeah. So I think that is everything for this one. I think that is more than enough. Hey everybody, this is Future Carolee back. I realized I didn't talk about the full coverage, so I already left my library and I'm down here in my stitchy chair watching football, and I was going through editing and realized I said I would talk about it and I didn't. So I'm going to post a picture. I think it goes right here before I point it over here. I think it goes right here of the one I'm going to start. It's, isn't it pretty? It's by Heaven and Earth Designs. It's called Mermaid's Treasure. So I had wanted to do the bookshelf one, and I still want to do that one. But I went through and I was looking through them, and I love that Mermaid's Treasure. I think it'd be so much fun, and it would look so cool in my bathroom. You're probably all like, oh my God, she's putting all this cross stitch in her bathroom. I mean, that would be assuming I ever finish it, but I have it. I have the fabric. I have to get all the floss, but I'm going to start this Friday. And so next weekend I can show you the little bit that I did, and we'll just see how I like it. I may hate it and never do anymore, or God forbid, I may love it and want, because there's so many that I like, I may want to do it all the time. So I've been watching all these full coverage stitchers and all of that. So we will see how I like it. So I just want to pop in and tell you that so you didn't think I forgot. And have a great Sunday. We'll see you next weekend. Bye. If you stuck with me for all of these, Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. um, Luckily for you, like I'll stop with parades and I'll watch like a little bit every day or whatever, which is a great thing to do. And just when I'm stitching, I'll watch them. And, or sometimes when I'm organizing my craft room, I'll watch them. So anyway, yeah. So I hope you've had a great holiday season. It's back to work for me. I'm sure most of you are probably already back to work if you work. But Monday will be back to work. So I will probably see you guys next weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.